Alright, we're stacking up some TNT. We don't have a ton of it, but we'll have enough for getting some ancient debris. The other thing we're going to need going into the nether is fire resistance potions. All that requires is some nether wart and some magma cream, and then we're going to extend it with a little redstone. Okay, we're at Y15 in the nether. We're going to dig a long tunnel and fill it up with TNT. There's lots of ways to do this, blowing up the nether and looking for ancient debris. You can also use beds. Beds will blow up in the nether and they have a bigger explosion. But they create quite a lot of fire, and so it's a lot messier. You can just lay all these TNT down and get a nice chain reaction, stand back and let it happen. Alright, fire in the hole. Oh, I can see some already. Let's watch it go. That's 6. And this is 7. Okay, we got our fire resistance going. I'm going to see if we can take care of this lava. Maybe there's some ancient debris behind, or I'd like to just carry on the tunnel, but wow, this is all lava. Okay, this is more that I want to take care of. We can just make another tunnel. So it's easy to get caught up trying to clean things up and peek behind every curtain of lava, but honestly it's just quicker to make a new tunnel to blow up. Look at that carnage. TNT is one of the most fun things in Minecraft. It didn't blow up all the way. We got 3 more pieces right here though. So we'll relight this chain right here. Didn't finish blowing up the whole tunnel. Still going. And I see some ancient debris. We're up to 17. That's 28 now. Wow, okay. This is a good collection here. At least 5. You know, it's so satisfying to collect ancient debris, I think, because it's so rare and it's so hard to get. The game makes it fun just because it's challenging to get it, so especially if you can find these techniques like blowing everything up and excavating, blasting, and uncovering so much of it this way. Man, I was behind the corner and I still felt that. 51. 53. 54. 55. Well, that about exhausts my TNT for now. We got 55 ancient debris in here smelting up. We'll need to add those to gold. I should have plenty of gold. And we're going to have netherite armor. $13 netherite. That's a lot of blowing up nether for 13 bars of netherite, huh? I don't know if I've shown this yet. I've done some organizing here. I created a lot of storage, I guess. I don't know how organized it is, but at least everything has its own chest now for the most part. So we're going to store our few remaining scraps in one of these chests. Now let's go make some netherite armor. Just how much better is netherite? Because the armor value is the same as diamond. You max out on armor value with diamond. The netherite has the same value. You get 20 armor value. So what's the difference? Well, it doesn't burn in lava. That's good. You get some knockback resistance. And then there's something called toughness. Now, the diamond armor has toughness 2. The netherite armor has 1 more toughness on each piece of armor. So instead of 2, it has 3 on each piece. That really doesn't come into play except for, comes into play when you take a lot of damage. So just for comparison's sake, if you were going to get one shot by something, it would take about 36 damage, and that gets reduced by your diamond armor down to 20 damage or all 10 of your hearts. With netherite, you'd have 3.5 hearts left. So it's a lot better if you're fighting something really tough. So, as I was saying, I wanted to build an ender farm. I don't have a great reason to do it. I know that it's a good way to get experience, but it's not the most convenient to come out here in the end. I've never built one before, so it's something I just wanted to do. They're pretty easy to make. So this is pretty simple. We just have this platform way out here, and then we build a platform up high. Then up here on this platform, we put an endermite. I've already got one here. He's name tagged. You want to make this platform bigger so that there's room for the enderman to spawn up here. And you get some carpets in place and these 3 walls so that there's only one way for the enderman to go in. The carpets they don't want to teleport to or anything, so they kind of go around them. And when you got that in place, you make the hole for the enderman to drop down. You make a glass chute for them to fall. And when it's not working, you remember, oh yeah, I need a trapdoor there so they want to fall down. Oh, I managed to look at one. I didn't even see him. No problem. Get out of here, Skinny. This platform needs to be way bigger. And they're coming in pretty good. Got tons of pearls now. There do seem to be gaps between the waves. But it's reasonably effective for now. So a big change happened recently in the game, which you might be aware. 119 dropped. I wanted to get this upgrade, and I just had to wait for a few mods to come out, but I definitely wanted to check out the wild, the deep dark, and the frogs, which we're going to look at. Alright, everything appears to be working 119. I'm going to have to change some of my settings. It seems like render distance is down. So let me get all these set up. And then what I'm going to be looking for is some frogs. Alright, check this out. Pig step. So I'm here in... Oh, there's a guy coming. I'm here in one of these bastions. I think this might be Housing Bastion. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of tunneling my way through. And, trying not to get in the action. So I'm going to seal this thing up right here. And I'm just kind of tunneling toward each of these chests. There's like 4 of them in a row. And looting them. But I was out looking for bastions because I want to find the treasure one. The treasure one has something special. It has a magma cube spawner. And the reason that's worthwhile is you can make the magma cubes there and have the frogs eat them. And that's how you get the frog lights. So it's going to be part of this farm that we're doing. This was something I saw Cub Fan from Hermitcraft doing. And it worked out pretty smoothly for him, so I'm going to try to recreate that. Stopped at this fortress and just got an advancement. Check this out. Wither skeleton skull. Okay, I finally found a treasure bastion. It's right below us. So I came back, marked the coordinates, and we're going to blow a hole in the ceiling so it's easy to get to. And go. And did I get the right spot? Nope. I have an idea where I messed up. I took 2 coordinates and I thought that this was the right one, but it might be over there. Try again. And still no dice. Well, I'm going to have to go back and figure out what these coordinates were. I thought I wrote this down. Let me double check. There we are. So I had been looking at where I was standing rather than where I was looking. And that's why I blew up the bedrock kind of adjacent to it. Yep. Oh geez, oh geez. Thanks. Oh gosh. Why did he spawn in here? Wow. Okay, I hope they don't continue to spawn in here. That would really suck. Okay, I'm gonna make my way down here. Wait a minute. Got this brood. And I don't think he can get at me. I have to make my way down here to the spawner. Let's take care of this guy. Okay, die already. Yeah, these guys are appropriately named brutes. Okay, the spawner should be right underneath us, below us here on the bridge. Ah, okay, there's the spawner. So we just need to extend these about 3 blocks out in each direction. And I'm just peeking through to extend on the other side. And so once we have a square of blocks placed around the spawner, then there's nowhere for them to spawn. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be here all day cleaning up these guys. Okay, we've reduced the spawning to a more manageable degree. I'm not sure if it's completely stopped yet. But I've come to the other side now to fill in the lava. And as I run out of blocks, I'm just coming over to the walls here of the Bastion and digging up as many blocks as I need. So here's another technique. Since I'm going to be digging this down and I need it to be a lower level, I'm just going to scoop out the lava. What you can do is pick it up with a bucket, place it where there's already other lava, and it essentially converts 2 lava into 1. Keep doing this, you pick them all up. That's the last one of that level, and you see the lava reduce. Things are pretty much cleared out now, and I'm just cleaning up and I'm flattening out this floor. I'm going to have to measure and make sure it's the right distance from the spawner. We need enough room there for things to spawn, fall in, frogs to be down there. The magma cubes have to get chopped up a little bit so that they're frog bite size. And so we got to get everything properly measured for that. But I also think I need to get out and find some frogs. I have been all over looking for swamp or mangrove, somewhere that frogs would spawn. And what I learned is that they won't spawn in my original 1.18 chunks. And I think that's actually a bug. I saw a bug opened on Mojang. So that means I have to find new swamp or mangrove. And just to show you how difficult that's been, I've randomly encountered a mansion, a woodland mansion, which just goes to show you how rare the swamps are in this world of mine. If you're wondering, no, this isn't the same woodland mansion. I've found another woodland mansion now. Still looking for frogs, still looking for swamp or mangrove biome. But I guess I'll have my choice of 2 woodland mansions before I have any frogs to collect. So all that flying around looking for frogs, I need to heal up my elytra. And this is really the best place I have for it is the creeper farm. But I wanted to try something since last episode, see if I could make a, not necessarily an improvement, but an alternative way of collecting. And this is how I would get experience. Elytra healed. So the test there was to just place some blocks, one block above where the creepers would ordinarily die, and then they would just have taken a lot of damage. Then we go in there and we can clean them up if we want to clean them up using our looting sword and collect experience. The key to that will be having some pistons where we can just pull a lever and the pistons will push the glass in there, and so they'll fall at this higher level. Then when we want the farm to work in normal mode, we flip the switch the other way and the creepers will fall to their death, and then we can just AFK in the overworld. I just need to finish up this circuit here, which will get the pistons on the far side, and that should do it. Okay, we're going to do an AFK test. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes. It's been a few minutes now. We're going to drop down. We've moved our little drop pad here. And I guess I couldn't bounce up. Let me just go around the stairs and see what we collected here in terms of creepers. And the pistons work good. Lots of creepers built up here. And then all we have to do is open it up and let the gunpowder drop. Cool. So I apologize. I think I botched some of my recordings because I did find a mangrove biome after flying around forever, it seemed like. And I was able to drag a couple of those frogs here. And this is, what biome is it? This is not any kind of biome. This is, well, it's like a plains biome or something. It's not where frogs spawn. But we should be able to get some frogs of a different color when we breed them, which we've done. And we have some tadpoles. When they grow up, wherever the tadpoles grow up, they will be the color according to that biome. So for this one, I think it's orange. Should be orange frogs. We're back here now, and the tadpoles have had time to grow up, and they turned into orange frogs, which is what we thought. The white or gray ones seem to have disappeared. I think they despawned, but that's all right because we're going to breed them up in a different biome. And that's this biome, which is a savanna biome. It's near our beach base. So it's easy access here, and we're able to breed up the white or gray frogs here. The savanna is it's a warm biome, so you can use any warm biome, but we don't have too many of them available. Fortunately, savanna is pretty close to us. And I think, in fact, I'm going to take some of these white frogs out to all the way out where our bastion is. I'm going to have to walk them there on leads. But we'll start collecting a few, and I think I'll do a few of each color. Still need to deal with the greens. That needs to be in a cold biome, but we'll start getting them collected. So it turns out one of the cold biomes you can use to make the green frogs is the end, which seems kind of weird, but yeah, I guess it would be cold out here if it's going to be any temperature. Seems like it's in outer space or the void or whatever. So that's cold. That means green frogs. I'm testing something out here. I've got a little bouncy place so I can drop safely almost all the way from the roof. This is how I'm going to take the frogs down, so they get to bounce, and that'll help them not get dead. Okay, orange frogs, I have friends for you. It's a party now. It's a frog party. I still need to get a few more, but this is just the temporary collection place, and I still need to take them a few hundred blocks away. So I'm going to have to unbind these guys. And hook them back up. Come here. And then we're going to be off to the Bastion. Here we go. I've collected a bunch of materials for the Froglight farm. There's a few things we need, most of which is probably just glass. We need to make a glass container to hold the frogs and the magma cubes. We need a few other things, probably a little bit of redstone, and we'll need some iron. I'm going to have to make some rails and cart, probably some powered rails as well. We can come back for more if we need it, but this is probably enough. So let's get started. Here's all the frogs now, all three colors, and here's another important ingredient I didn't list, but I had to spend some time collecting, was the powdered snow. And this is how we're going to get the magma cubes to get chilled and not die, but get reduced in size. We need them to split and turn into smaller cubes until they're the smallest size that the frogs can eat. All right, here's the hole. We push them down, and then I need to follow. We're going to bounce on this guy, and ouch, I hit my head, but that didn't seem to hurt anything. Looks like he's fine too, so yeah, I think the hole and the bouncy pad works. All right, let's string them up over here. We got two guys down here now, and it's probably time to start working on the enclosure. So here's a good view of the spawner underneath, and of course it's disabled right now because of the blocks around it. We're gonna enclose this area here underneath so that the cubes spawn. They're gonna drop. They're gonna get hurt in the powdered snow, and the frog's gonna eat them up. So we'll need a rail on the bottom. And I'm just trying to determine right here if we have enough vertical space. So we need to have the rail followed by just some blocks that is going to be the platform for the mobs. Then we have a blank space, and then the powdered snow. We have some of that interspersed on the next level. And then it's just space for the cubes to spawn and fall. All right, this is for the rail to bounce off this wall. It should stay powered so that it just comes here and it bounces back. We're going to lay down some powered rail, some regular rail, and have enough powered rail in between so that it keeps the cart moving. So here we have to put an unloader. We see some hoppers under the rail there. Then we got to put a comparator down here on the same level as the hopper. It feeds into this block, and then there's a torch. The torch powers the block above it, then into the repeater, into this block. So let's give it a quick test and drop some items here. The rail will go by. And it should dump them off here. And there's our items. Okay, all we have to do is go up, break some blocks, and re-enable the spawner. And we have a few bad guys spawning now. That should do it. Except I nearly forgot to release the frogs. And we've collected a few lights already, nothing to brag about. Let's just watch these guys do their work for a little while. That's actually pretty satisfying to watch. Good lights are hard to come by in Minecraft too. Well, next episode we'll have plenty of lighting. Let's see what we can do with that. I appreciate you watching this episode. I hope to see you in the next one.